Hello and welcome to another video. I was going to start this with my kind of new intro thing that I made on that you'll see in my Spitfire video, but it's on my other computer at work, so this will just be straight to me. This is going to be kind of a mishmash of updates, I suppose. I haven't done a wee video in a while other than the kind of photo video of my Spitfire build, so I thought I'm not going to be able to do it regularly or anything. I don't kind of do enough, so I'm not going to call it on the bench or anything like that. But it's just an update. Let you know what I've been getting up to, what I'm working on, what's coming up and things. So, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you to Paul and to Lee. They set up the International Scale Modeler Forum, and they very kindly invited me to act as one of the moderators as well, so I'm more than happy to help out there. And the forum is going from strength to strength. I mean, as of just now, which is whatever we are, 6th of June, we have 114 members, so yeah, you know, it's growing quick. And it's good, and we're just starting our first group build as well. So, so head on over there. That should be pretty good. The group build should be good fun. So what else have I been up to? As well as helping out on the forum, modelling wise, I've been working on an Airfix ME110. So hopefully you can see that okay. I'm using the front of my iPhone camera, which is not as good quality, but at least I can actually see what I'm filming, and it allows you to see me. My phone is currently blue tacked to my desk, so we'll see how this works. So this has been partially primered. I need to finish priming the end of this wing where I was holding it, and the engines are still free for now and need primer, but it's coming on. It was a bit of a lesson in slight rescribing, because obviously it's got these very distinct hopefully you can see that. It's got these very distinct you know, panel lines around the top, and obviously when I've sanded the seams on the top and the bottom here, you lose that, so I've rescribed those. They're a bit wobbly in places, but it's better than having none at all. So there we go. So so that's that. Put that back up there for that. And what else have I been working on? So you may well know I have a thread up on the work in progress area of the forum, and I've been rescuing my Airfix 148 Seafire. Originally, you may have seen my other video. Originally, what I was doing was having the wings folded. I thought it was quite unique, a bit different, and saves a bit of space on the shelf as well. And it looked great, blah blah blah. However, I made a bit of a mistake. I put the fuselage onto the wings. You can build the wings up without sitting the fuselage on. And I built it all up. I kind of primed it okay. I got the first layer of underside paint on, and then I got the dark grey on. And at the time I didn't have any Tamiya tape. I just had kind of built your usual household masking tape, and I didn't put it on very well. But I got some bleeding through the tape. And when I came to tidy all that up with the brush, frankly, it was rubbish. It didn't look good. It was, excuse me, I'll straighten the camera. Yeah, and so the bit where I touched it up with the brush just didn't match, frankly, the airbrushed layer. And with the wings folded, it was hard to get in there with the airbrush. I was getting pooling, blah. It was just a nightmare. It looked a bit rubbish, so it went on the shelf and sat there for months. I then decided to get it down. What I would do is you get two sets of wings in this kit. You get your normal deployed wings, and then you get your folded wings. So you get a full lower wing and your two uppers, and then the folded bits are all separate. I thought, oh great, right, I'll rip these off and I'll put the other ones back on. And then I kind of realised that, you only get one set of underwing radiators, and the carburetor cooler, or the carburetor intake, the smaller intake at the front, You only get one of them as well, and there's only one set of the cannon barrels for the wings, and that was it. And obviously only one set of undercarriage as well. Sorry if you can hear the background now. Hold on, I'll shut the window. Sorry, I live right on a main road, and it's a really nice day today, as you can tell by the sun streaming the window, and so I've got the window open, but yeah, we get the ambulance and fire engines going past quite a lot. Anyway, quickly, so basically I had to order some replacement parts. So I ordered some spare radiators and the oil cooler, carburetor intake, whatever it is, from Airfix to replace onto the new wing. I swapped the little light cluster. I swapped that over, and actually I managed to save the undercarriage legs. I took the wheels off because what I'm going to do now is model it as if it's coming into land. So you get about 3-4 sets of wheels. One for if you've got the wheels up. One if you've got the wheels on the ground. You get weighted wheels, and you get unweighted wheels as well. So if you're wanting to model it coming into land on a stand or something, obviously the wheels will be unweighted. But you want a full wheel. So I put those on it instead, and managed to save the undercarriage legs, thankfully. So that was good. I could save, probably if I really tried, I could probably save the cannon barrels, but I bought some master turned aluminium ones instead. I used a set of them, my 172 Spitfire Mark V, and yeah, I was really impressed with them. So they're only a couple of quid, so I bought a set of them. So I'm still waiting on those, so they'll get popped in when they arrive. So I'll see if you can see this. This is so this is the wing as it was. I mean, as you can see, there's all these different shades, and there's matte areas, there's not matte areas. With the wings folded, either side of the fuselage body, they end up, you know, this kind of far apart, which is not very far at all. And I mean, you can see it all there. I had overspray, and you know, you can see where it's tight. It was unloaded anyway, so they all got ripped off. So. Sorry, I keep straightening this camera. As I said, it's blue tacked on and it keeps sliding. I'll try and be quick with the rest of this. This is just going to be quick showing the Seafire. So what have we done? Painted up the pilot figure. Excuse the fact he's only got one leg. I tried to get this guy to fit into my 148th Mosquito because it's now going to be modelled in flight as well. But you don't get any. It's quite common with Revel case. You don't get a pilot with it. So I tried to get this guy to fit. It didn't really fit, and one of the things I was trying at the time was to cut one of his feet off. So let's see if I can get some more light without everything. There we go. So excuse the fact it's a little bit yellow. Let me just see if I can get it to focus on him. There we go. That might not be a focus. So my light's a bit yellow. So he's painted blue. If you can't tell, he's been shaded. He's been highlighted. His boots have been done, his harness, his gloves, his face, and his goggles and stuff. So that's the pilot. When he's in there, you'll not notice the fact he's only got one leg. It's fine. I'm not convinced. He probably should have a life jacket on. I can't quite tell on the model if there is one. There is a kind of a thing around the back of his neck, but it looks a bit more like a hood. And there's no kind of thing. He's not obviously wearing a life jacket, so that's why I've not painted one on. Although being a Royal Navy pilot, he probably should have one. There you go. So excuse me while I reach up here. So I've literally just finished airbrushing this before I started filming this with my new paints. So this one was painted. I don't know if you know. This is the scheme I'm going for. So this is the one that's the dark sea grey upper. And the wing upper, full dark sea grey upper, and they call it Humble 90, the kind of sky, very kind of beigey greeny light green underside. So I brought some Vallejo, extra dark sea grey, and yeah, basically I sprayed the fuselage with it just now. So yeah. So that's gone on really nicely. I didn't bother. There's a couple of little marks. I had some before when I was priming it. I had some tape over the cockpit area. I had a bit much, and it was down the fuselage side a little bit. And obviously that was on primer. There's layers of paint on this from before, and so there's some slight marks around the cockpit just where there's a different layer of paint. But hopefully once I've stuck a wash on my eye, it probably shouldn't be too noticeable, it'll be fine. I'm kind of hoping there might be there's a couple of small decals go around there actually, so that might kind of help. I've still got the underside to do. So I didn't bother pre-shading the top. It's a dark colour and I didn't see much point. I'll wash it instead. However, on the few areas of the bottom where it's, excuse the paintbrush, that's my holder. Where the lighter colour will be, I've done some pre-shading. So that's that. The wings are on the windowsill and the sun just finishing off drying because I had to primer the rest of them. So that's what they are doing just now, is drying off. And then I'm going to pre-shade the bottom, and I'll whack the dark shade grey on the top, and then eventually I'll do the light undersides, which requires some masking. But I think for ease I may keep them separate just now, because this just slots straight onto the wings without any trouble at all, so I might just keep them. It's actually quite easy to paint them separately just now. And then it'll be onto details like wings, propellers, easy, things like exhaust subs, stuff like that. I think that's about it. So yeah, especially since that's 11 minutes now, it's going to take an age to upload. So if you're still watching, thank you for bearing with my ramblings, my wafflings, and you showing models on my really rubbish camera. So hopefully that turns out okay. Do head on over to ISM, as we're calling it, International Scale Modeler. So it's either www.scalemodeler.com, or I believe they now have the domain name of actually www.internationalscalemodeler.com. Do head on over. It's proven to be a good thing, and they're more than accommodating to run, to allow people to effectively run their YouTube channels off of the forum. So if you look for me on there, for example, this video will be there. It'll also, of course, it'll still be on YouTube, but it'll also be on the forum as well, under mine Gavo 909's forum area. It's quite easy to see my name. It's in green, and so yeah, I mean, head on over. We've got this group build starting. It starts officially. It starts tomorrow, Friday. So if you're watching this, Friday 7th of June, and I believe it's running for 3 months, and the theme is World War II. Anything, any scale, any manufacturer, anything, as long as it was something that was relevant to the period of 1939, 1945, World War II. Easy as that. I myself will be doing a Revell monogram, 148th JU87. But my start thread for that will be up tomorrow, so you can go and check that out if you want. And I'll be doing video and text/picture updates on the forum through the thread, but I'll also do some videos as well, and they'll be there, they'll be on the forum. So thank you very much for watching. I'm Gav, and thank you for putting up with my ugly mug and my waffling for nearly a quarter of an hour. I'm sure you've got better things to be doing, so go off. If it's sunny where you are, go and enjoy the sun. I did this morning. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much. Goodbye.